Hi everyone, I think we're live. I just need to confirm once again. Okay, this is embarrassing. We're always, just give me a second. I'll calm down. And I think we're live. We should be live by now. I think we are. Hi everyone, what's up? Um, yeah, we're live. Okay, so there's some lag, so you'll come to this part a lot later and then you'll see me fiddle around, which is embarrassing. But hi everyone, what's up? I am glad you guys are here. Please like the stream so that more people get recommended uh, and the stream gets pushed. So, hi everyone. I'm so glad so many people are already here. Hi, Varun. Hi. Okay, Indrajit has gone to sleep probably. Hi, Saptarshi. What is up? Hi, Samrid. Hi, Saksham. Hi, Anandita. I saw the image that you'd shared in your story of my stream, and that was really nice. Thank you so much. Um, Hi, Sabrish. Hi, Fitnut Life. I've seen you quite a lot recently on the channel. Hi, Gotham. Uh, Hi, Samrit. Oh, Samrit is going great. Hey, Rishva, I thought I should dress up for the stream tonight. Of course, doesn't look like that. I've dressed up. But yeah. And hi, Arpit. It's really cold here. I mean, I was sitting here in a t-shirt and I realized it's very cold. And just a minute, but yeah, I thought let's just raise the bar a little higher of dressing up for the streams. But hi, Saksham. Hi, Shitesh. So this is wonderful. Hi, Mayank. Hi, Pokrash. Pokrash is here. Hi. Hi, Saurav. How are you guys? And I had posted a story before like 30 minutes ago, I think, on the channel, on my Instagram handle actually, about the books that I had earlier decided to pick up. And eventually I was just sitting and thinking what books I am going to discuss tonight. And I thought I'll just do the usual suspects, obviously a book a month, and a few more, and some poetry that I did last week also, because I'm still not over Aga Shayadali. And I thought someone really replied to the story saying, hey, is a thing of grief is a thing with feathers, which is uh, a beautiful book about grief. So I thought we could also discuss that. So let me know if you guys would like to. Hey, we also have a super chat by Varun. Thank you so much. That looks like an old man's coat. Yeah, it's like an oversized coat that's trending these days. So I don't really have to explain myself. But hey, Pokrash, thank you. Uh, cool. So how are you guys doing? How cold is it from where? How cold is it in the places wherever you are at the moment? I'm still trying to grammatically frame this sentence in my head. Yeah. And I have quite a few questions for you guys also today because because I'm very excited by a book a month of this month. And I had a couple of prospects for the month of December as well. And I was wondering if you guys could help me pick one, all of you who joined today. I mean, eventually it could be that but it will be either of the three prospects that I have in mind. Oh, Raghav gave us a wonderful super chat. Hey, thank you so much, Raghav. That's really nice. And also let me know, where are you guys joining us from? Like I am in Punjab and like it's cold here, but it's not as cold as I'd like it to be. I am from Himachal, so I really, really crave cold. I love the cold, and it's not cold enough, and it's just a little sad. So I've anyway started wearing winter wear because I miss the cold. But yeah, uh, great. It's so cold. And hey, Dishant, where are you from in Himachal? It's chilly. Okay, Pokhraj. Samrud, are you in Delhi? Because it's smog. I don't know. Uh, 8 degrees Toronto. That's sweet. Samrit viewers. Okay. Uh, I mean, being a reader, you have to keep on reevaluating your grammatical construction. Absolutely, Pokhraj. I am from Bangalore. Very nice, Raghav. I heard it was raining I mean, I don't know, it's always rains in Bangalore, right? Uh, Dubai, Hyderabad. How's the weather there? Like, is it cold? I'm a little angry because it's not cold enough, and we have global warming to blame. Of course, we wouldn't start on that tangent now, but I'm just a little disappointed with how less cold it is. Um, yep. Neha is in Ajmer. Hey, Kangra, nice. And yeah, that's sweet. Huh, cool. So, let me know how many of you. Okay, just wait. Turn jayega -30 tak in 2 months. That's nice. Rijul is from Bhopal. Dubai is okay. AI 54 or AL 54. I'm not sure. I mean, if you have any pop culture references in your names, I figured it out. I'm the last one to guess. So, yeah. um, Gulabi Thand here, says Neha. Aditya Rao Sheketkar. I'm not sure if I know how to pronounce your last name correctly, but from Madhya Pradesh. That's sweet. And how many of you are actually reading the book for the month, which is Ocean Wong's On Earth We Are Briefly Gorgeous? And just in case if you guys are interested, go on his Instagram handle because I've been stalking him today. And it makes me so emotional now, the book and the human Ocean Wong is. I mean, I don't know how he is, but it's just like I've been stalking him so much lately, and I am desperate to have him on the book discussion in the last week of November. So if you guys can, please tag him on Twitter. I don't know if he's on Twitter. I didn't check if he's on Twitter. Let me see. But if you guys can, please spam him on Instagram and ask him to come, like, to come here for. Just tell him we're reading his book for the month of November, and we would love to have him here. And I don't think he's on Twitter. No, he's not. But yeah. Hey, Singapore is 27 degrees. That's nice. Arpit is also in Singapore, Aditya. I don't think Arpit is here anymore. Arpit was here in the chats a few minutes ago. 18 degrees in Jaipur. Hey, Sunita, nice, sweet. I am also from Himachal. Yes, I am from Mandi. Not as cold as we'd like to be there. Shresht is here. Shresht is one of my best friends, and every time I praise him, he disappears and he never comments again. So I'm not going to bother talking about him. This is my passive aggression. Anyway, um, I myself have no idea, Atul. I mean, I do, but I don't know. Rigved, hi, hello. But yeah, so this is Ocean Wong's On Earth We Are Briefly Gorgeous, and I want to read some of it today. I have quite a few reads. Like I've been reading a lot, but because I also खरबूजे को देख के खरबूजा रंग बदलता है, and because I live in the company, I'm influenced by Vaibhav. I've been reading n number of books, like 5 to 8 different books, all in one sitting. Like I'm reading a lot of books at the moment, and so and somehow surprisingly all of them are wonderful. I mean, that's how I've been looking at them. All of them are absolutely wonderful. And so I thought I'd share that with you. And Mumbai is 29 degrees. Wow. Okay. Akash is doing what I should be doing. Guys, please like the stream. I am so glad all of you are here, but also like the stream. The more you like the stream, the more the stream gets pushed to more people. And then more people come up. And it's kind of nice to have a lot of people join the book club. We have, okay, Vaani, it's 13 degrees in Manali. Perfect pancake weather. Hey, Shrish, ne second time comment kiya. And that's what day is it today? Thursday. I woke up today and chose Vengeance. Yeah. Pokraj started a new thread. I think my favorite genre is cheesy thrillers by AFAB people. What are cheesy thrillers by AFAB people? I'm not sure if I know about it. But Oh, guys, that's actually nice. All of you watching right now, what are your favorite genres? I've discovered mine lately. It's a lot of poetry, a lot of poetic verse. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I like a lot of things, but like right now, I'm in the mood to only read things that are tragically beautiful or just beautiful. Okay, I'm halfway with the book Alok Ranjan. I'm halfway with the book, and it's so good. It's become gateway from my work kind of way. Hey, that's absolutely amazing. I find myself so I haven't read a lot of it, and I have just, but I plan to finish it by this weekend, and I'm not sure how am I going to finish it, because every time I read it, I shut it back and I just relish it, and I go back and reread the same part, and then I have to push myself to move forward. And yeah, hey Sunita, yes, this book is absolutely I'll slow down because I'm very excited. I think it's beginner friendly, and I think even if it's not, please feel free to ask your questions. Discord me, or like in the emails, or like just tag us on Instagram, or every time we're live, and I'll try my best to like explain it to you as much as I can. And as much as I've understood about books and fiction and writing in general, the more you read it, the more layers you're able to get through. And I think that's the beauty of the best writing. Every time you come back, there is a layer. Like there was this coming to the stream now. Let's read a little. This is a sentence I read here today where he says, um, because love at its best repeats itself. And every time you go back to this sentence, there is a new meaning to it. And nobody actually answered the question. How many of you are actually reading the book for the month, which is On Earth We Are Briefly Gorgeous? Hey, Shresh. Oh, my Siri got activated. I'm sorry. When am I doing an episode on my favorite Korean series? Very soon. Very soon. Very soon. My guilty pleasure lately has been watching a lot of K drama and then hating myself for watching it because I feel like it's a waste of time. But when I'm watching it, I'm also like, oh, what happens now? Ew, why am I watching this? It's a vicious cycle. Um, hey, Anandita is reading it. Um, uh, is AI 54 we did like are you? I mean, I'm not sure, but Anandita is reading it. Uh, I, AI 54, I just read your message. It's like, why? Uh, okay. I'm sorry I missed a few. Cheesy thrillers are not like crampy, but packed thrillers written by women. Ah, thank you for educating me, Pokhraj. That's nice. Uh, love from Asam. Hey, thank you, Partho. And I just, so there's this is something I figured today. If you go on to the acknowledgements of this book, I think these are the most beautifully written acknowledgement. Ocean Wong has managed to write one of the most beautiful acknowledgements, I think. I mean, whatever. But he says on, so there was this line that I was, okay, K dramas are fun. It's like our TV shows, but less campy with aesthetic looking uh, environment. I'm just so happy right now. Hey, Sunita. Oh, that's nice. Dhanvantri Devi. That's cute, Daisy. Dhanavantri. Dhanvantri. And that's wonderful. Hey, Apurv, I'm doing well. I hope you're fine as well. Everyone is halfway through the book, and I just reached like, I'll be there. I'll be there tomorrow, or maybe hopefully by the end of the stream. Hey, thank you, Akash. Go to the book when feeling desp during cold rainy. I'm not sure I understand. I mean, all of us answered together. Okay, not a problem. Um, also, I'm AL, not AI. Sorry. Oh, also, guys, like Akash has commented, you can DM us like on Instagram. Just DM us your selfie with the book for the month of November, which is this On Earth We Are Briefly Gorgeous, and we're trying to create something pretty cool. And there's also a link that he's shared where you can buy it. So do purchase it from the affiliate link. It helps us. We get like some of the money from it. Not much, but like it helps. Also, I hope you guys know that if you'd like to contribute, if you like what we do, if you like the recommendations we bring to you, you can contribute to us. You can become a patron. You can become a member of our YouTube community, Goodfellas, Gladiators, Godfathers. We've created 3 different tiers, and each tier comes with its own perks. So I think there'll be a link to the same in the description. And do like the stream, guys. I mean, there are only 32 likes that I can see. Please. Anyways, see, Dhanvantri is asking the same question. How is everyone halfway through the book already? I just keep on going. I had finished the book. Not finished the book. I had finished up to like 50 pages and I was like, shit, I just need to start again. And I started again. I just keep on going back. And then today when I was on the second page for I don't know how, like, nth time, there's this because freedom, I'm told, is nothing but the distance between the hunter and its prey. And I read it in the acknowledgements that it's by this Chinese author Bei Dao, and I took out the printout of some of his poems, and there's this one, and I got a printout because I thought I'd share it with you guys. And it's called Accomplices, and it goes something like this. Many years have passed. Mica gleams in the mud with a bright and evil light, like the sun in a viper's eyes. Okay, the best is yet to come, okay, guys? So do not be impatient and leave. In a jungle of hands, roads branch off and disappear. Where is the young deer? Perhaps only a graveyard can change this wilderness. Okay, perhaps only a graveyard can change this wilderness and assemble a town. Freedom is nothing but the distance between the hunter and the hunted. And when we turn and look back, the arc drawn by bats against the vast background of our father's portraits fades with the dusk. We are not guiltless. Long ago, we became accomplices of the history in the mirror, waiting for the day to be deposited in lava and turn into a cold spring to meet the darkness once again. And from what I read today, this guy Bei Dao is probably the most important author in contemporary Chinese literature. So that was wonderful. And it was actually nice. I like the table setup, Honey. Hey, Anvesa, thank you so much. It's like this, and it's also a mess on most days. I never sit there. That's like my bedside table, and I'm trying to hide my bed now. But I can see it. Hey, Anurag just popped in to say hello. I wish you'd stay and read with us. I should stop being so desperate now. I read the first 10 pages of the book. I like it. It's heartwarming. Hey, Varun, thank you so much. I'm also thinking, all of you guys who are the member of book club on WhatsApp, I'm thinking we do our sessions, and you can become a member of the book club if you become a gladiator or a godfather. And I'm thinking that we do monthly book club meetings where we meet and we just discuss what we are reading and we talk about whatever we've read or the favorite lines that probably made an impact on us. So let me know if you'd like us to start with that. I'm actually pretty excited about it. Do you also read books on politics, Vaani? I'm actually not dedicatedly, but I've started recently, and I find that the literature Aga Shahid Ali wrote a lot about Kashmir, not Kashmir, and it's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. I kind of missed a few messages in between, and I'm sorry about that. Hey, just curious, do you spare time out for theater or do you wish to? Hi, Akash. I mean, theater as in performing or theater as in watching and going and watching plays. Anvesa, thank you for introducing me to. Hey, I'm so glad you liked. It fills me, like my insides are glowing right now, and it makes me slightly emotional because you like Deborah Levy. She's one of my favorites. I was born a gladiator. I wish that was enough to allow you in the book club. L54. Fitnat Life is back. All in for the book club meets. Hey, wonderful. I'm now gifting copies to my friends. That's nice. Thank you, Sivangini. Do you read manga? I tried reading manga in the month of May. I haven't picked up any lately. Hey, Pokraj, hit us up with great non-fiction recommendations. That would be lovely. Can I do wish, Akash. I do wish, but like I don't know. I mostly do. I don't know. But cool. I don't know. I remembered. So I started reading this one today, and I remembered this poem I'd once read by T.S. Eliot because it popped up in my notes, and I quickly made a note of it so that I can remember it forever. And I think this is off topic, and it's not related to On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous, but it's from his poem Rhapsody on a Winter Night. And it goes 3:30, the lamp sputtered. The lamp muttered in the dark. The lamp hummed, and this lamp is humming now. Regard the moon, and I do not know how to pronounce the line because it's in some other language. She winks a feeble eye. She smiles into corners. She smooths the hair of the grass. The moon has lost her memory. And I'm not sure why. I'm a little overwhelmed right now because I have so much information in my head. And before the stream, I sat down for an hour and I streamlined how I'm going to discuss whatever I have to discuss today because I had a lot of reading that I had been doing lately. And now I want to jump to the next thing, but I also want to give time to whatever I have. Someone said Amitav Ghosh, and I have something by Amitav Ghosh that I need to talk to you guys about today. But this is nice. Oh, someone said Dostoevsky, but I have something about Tolstoy. Sorry. How frequently do you guys organize book discussions in your book club at Chalchitra Talks? I mean, on WhatsApp, we're like constantly engaging with each other. And apart from that, I'm thinking to start doing dedicated Zoom call sessions once a month where we guys can meet and we can talk about what we've read and the words or like whatever influences we had for the respective month or like the previous month or whatever. And yeah, someone said Ocean Wong's mother is so Indian. Sweet. Yeah. Hey, thank you, Anandita. I'm currently reading A Man Called Ove. Hey, I started reading that book and then I left it because I was reading, I think, Bill Hayes, New York, Oliver Sacks and I, the Insomniac City. And I'll just read this. I sit up on the bedside. Okay. I wake to the sound of an. We'll do one chapter reading and then we'll just move on to the next one. I hope that's okay. By the way, in case you hadn't noticed, we read a poem. We read a snippet of another one by T.S. Eliot. We read one by Beidao. And now we're doing On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous. So we've done like 2 short readings right now. So we've been fairly productive. And do like the stream, guys, please. That's an honest request. Love the book snaps of Insta stories. Hey, wonderful. Thank you so much. Highly recommend A Gentleman in Moscow. Thank you so much. I have been recommending that quite a lot. I'm yet to buy it. Still not sure how. And also, guys, if you guys are interested in non-fiction recommendations, Pokhraj has listed out a few. So do check them out. I see Amitav Ghosh and I see Manu S. Pillai. I see Kumi Kapoor and Yashika Dutt and Ramachandra Guha. Pretty solid ones. Which books of Agha Shahid Ali should I read first? Wait, I'll come to that in some time. I'll just read. This have Agha Shahid Ali also to talk about. Because I just cannot. There are like 2 people I'm obsessed with right now. One of them is Ocean Wong and the other one is Agha Shahid Ali. And I'm moved. And sometimes I feel overwhelmed with emotion. Like I'm literally emotional. And there are tears in my eyes because I read something and I'm like, how can someone be so good at this? This is art. Like this morning I woke up and I just sent something, and you know how Gen Z says like, oh my god, this is amazing. And this morning I woke up and I sent a message in our book club, something that a snippet of Ocean Wong's writing. And I literally wanted to write it in all blacks. Oh my God, Ocean Wong is so beautiful. And then I controlled myself and I just wrote Ocean Wong is beautiful with a heart. And I just felt agitated the entire day because I could not express how much I am in love with the way Aga Shahid Ali or say Ocean Wong write. It's absolutely absolutely beautiful. But yeah. Okay, cool. So I'll just start reading this one. It's page number 45 for everyone who has the book. And it says, I wake to the sound of an animal in distress. The room's so dark, I can't tell if my eyes are even open. There's a breeze through the cracked window, and with it, an August night, sweet, but cut with the bleach smell of lawn chemicals, the scent of manicured suburban yards. And I realize I'm not in my own house. Ocean Wong is amazing. I love the imagery he presents to you. Like it's just very, very nice to picture. Yeah, Pokhraj, I missed Gen Z by a year. I think. I'm on the cusp, to be honest, but yeah. I sit up on the side of the bed and listen. Maybe it's a cat wounded from a skirmish with a raccoon. I balance myself in the black air and head toward the hallway. There's a red blade of light coming through a cracked door at the other end. The animal is inside the house. I palm the wall, which in the humidity feels like wet skin. I make my way toward the door and hear. And in between the whimpers, the animal's breaths, heavier now, something with huge lungs, much larger than a cat. I peer through the door's red crack, and that's when I see him. The man, bent over in a reading chair, his white skin and even whiter hair made pink, raw under a scarlet shaded lamp, and it comes to me. I'm in Virginia on summer break. I'm 9. That man's name is Paul, and he is my grandfather. He's crying. A warped Polaroid trembles between his fingers. I push the door. The red blade widens. He looks up at me, lost. This white man with watery eyes. There are no animals here but us. And I'm reading it for the first time along with you guys, so I have a few underlinings to do. Everyone from ages 22 to 26 is kind of millennial Gen Z cusp. Yeah. 22, 26. Yeah. Hey, Rigved just said, I don't think she is. Did you mean I look very old? That's kind of offensive, sir. Any historical fiction reckon? I was picking up A Movable Feast. I don't know if it would fall under the category of historical fiction. Like when he wrote, it wasn't history. And I don't know if it'll fall there, but I don't know why I thought of that. But anyway, please pardon me. Hey, Ronnie, how nice of you. Thank you. We don't know where we belong. I think whatever floats your boat, right? Technically, you're an honorary Gen Z. Ah, sweet. This is sweet. Anyways, Paul had met Lan in 1967, and Lan, I think, was his grandmother. And while stationed in Cameron Bay in the US Navy, they met at a bar, dated, fell in love, and a year later, married right there in the city's central courthouse. All through my childhood, their wedding photo hung on the living room wall. In it, a thin, boyish Virginian farm boy with doe brown eyes, not yet 23, beams above his new wife, 5 years his senior, a farm girl, as it happens, from Gokong, and a mother to 12-year-old Mai from her arranged marriage. As I played with my dolls and toy soldiers, that photo hovered over me, an icon from an epicenter that would lead to my own life. In the couple's hopeful smiles, it's hard to imagine the photo was snapped during one of the most brutal years of the war. That's a good thing about photographs, right? Most of the people smile for them. At the time it was taken, with Lan's hand on Paul's chest, her pearl wedding ring, a bead of light, you were already a year old, waiting in a stroller a few feet behind the cameraman as the bulb flashed. Lan told me one day while I was plucking her white hair that when she first arrived, after running away from her doomed first marriage, after failing to find a job, she ended up as a sex worker for American GIs on R&R. She said, with barbed pride, as if she was defending herself before a jury. I did what any mother would do. I made a way to eat. Who can judge me, huh? Who? Her chin jutted, her head lifted high at some invisible person across the room. It was only when I heard her slip that I realized she was, in fact, speaking to someone. Her mother. I never wanted to, Ma. I wanted to go home with you. She lunged forward. The tweezers dropped from my grip, pinched on the hardwood. I never asked to be a whore, she sobbed. A girl who leaves her husband is the rot of harvest. A girl who leaves. She rocked from side to side, eyes shut, face lifted toward the ceiling. She was 17 again. And, yeah. At first, I thought she was telling another one of her half invented tales, but the details grew clearer as her voice stammered into focus, and on odd yet idiosyncratic moments in the narrative. How the soldiers would smell of a mixture of tar, smoke, and mint chiclets. The scent of the battle sucked so deep into their flesh it would linger even after their vigorous showers. Leaving Mai in the care of her sister back in the village, Lan rented a windowless room from a fisherman by the river, where she took the soldiers. A windowless room is depressing. I find one depressing without a window. How the fisherman, living below her, would spy on her through a slot in the wall. How the soldiers' boots were so heavy when they kicked them off as they climbed into bed, the thumps sounded like bodies dropping, making her flinch until their searching hands. Lan tensed as she spoke. Her tone strained as it dipped into the realm of her second mind. She turned to me afterward, a finger blurred over her lips. Don't tell your mom. Then she gave my nose a flick, her eyes bright as she grinned maniacally. But Paul, shy and sheepish, who often spoke with his hands in his lap, was not her client, which was why they hit it off. According to Lan, they did in fact meet at a bar. It was late, nearly midnight. Oh, also, I just read a comment. Anvesa said, a windowless room is depressing. That's not from the book, by the way. That was a comment I made. Just in case you guys go on searching for this one. I don't know why I had to explain that, though. You need to see the book stack behind me. Wait till you see the book stack on my right. There's a book tariff. I don't know what you'd call it. Yeah, straight from. Anyways, she had just finished her work for the day and was getting a nightcap when she saw the lost boy, as she called him, sitting alone at the corner. There was a social that night for servicemen in one of the ritzy hotels, and Paul was waiting for a date that would never arrive. They talked over drinks and found a common ground in their shared rural childhoods, both having been brought up in the sticks of their respective countries. These two unlikely hellbillies must have found a familiar dialect that fused the gap between their estranged vernaculars. I like how he's written this line. They talked over drinks and found a common ground in their shared rural childhoods, both having been brought up in the sticks of their respective countries. These two unlikely hillbillies must have found a familiar dialect that fused the gap between their estranged vernaculars. Despite their vastly different paths, they found themselves transplants in a decadent and disorienting city besieged by bombing raids. It was in this familiar happenstance that they found refuge in each other. One night, 2 months after they met, Lan and Paul would be holed up in a one room apartment in Saigon. The city was being infiltrated by a massive North Vietnamese advance that would later be known as the infamous Tet Offensive. All night, Lan lay fatal, her back against the wall, Paul by her side, his standard issue 9mm pistol aimed at the door as the city door opened with sirens and mortar fire. Although it's only 3 in the morning, the lampshade makes the room feel like the last moments of a sinister sunset. Under the bulb's electric hum, Paul and I spot each other through the doorway. He wipes his eyes with the palm of one hand and waves me over with the other. He slips the photo into his chest pocket and puts on his glasses, blinking hard. As I sit on the cherry wood armchair beside him, "You okay, Grandpa?" I say, still foggy from sleep. His smile has a grimace underneath it. I suggest that I go back to bed, that it's still early anyway, but he shakes his head. "It's all right." He sniffles and straightens up in the chair, serious. "It's just, well, I just keep thinking about the song that you sang earlier. He squints at the floor. "Catru." I hope this is the correct pronunciation. I offer. "The folk songs, the one Grandma used to sing." "That's right," he nods vigorously. "Kachru." I was lying there in the damn dark and I swear I kept hearing it. I don't know if it happens to you guys when it's just dark and you're trying to sleep and this is something that you heard and just keeps on repeating in your head and it's very loud in your head. It's been so long since I heard that sound. I must be going crazy. Earlier that night after dinner, I had sung a few folk songs for Paul. He had inquired about what I had learned during the school year and already steeped in summer and drawing a blank. I offered a few songs I had memorized from Lan. I sang. In my best effort, a classic lullaby Lan used to sing. The song, originally performed by the famous Kanle, describes a woman singing among corpses strewn across sloping leafy hills. Searching the faces of the dead, the singer asks in the song's refrain, "And which of you are my sisters?" Do you remember it, Ma, how Lan would sing it out of nowhere? How once she sang it at my friend Junior's birthday party, her face the shade of raw ground beef from a single henequen. You shook her shoulder, telling her to stop, but she kept going, eyes closed, swaying side to side as she sang. Junior and his family didn't understand Vietnamese. Thank God. To them, it was just my crazy grandma mumbling away again. But you and I could hear it. Eventually, you put down your slice of pineapple cake, untouched the glasses, clinking as the corpse's flesh from Lan's mouth piled up around us. Among the empty plates stained from the baked ziti, I sang that same song as Paul listened. After he simply clapped, then we washed up. I had forgotten that Paul too understands Vietnamese, having picked it up during the war. "I'm sorry," I say now, watching the red light pool under his eyes. "It's a stupid song anyway." Outside, the wind is driving through the maples. Their rinsed leaves slap against the clapboard siding. "Let's just make some coffee or something, Grandpa." Outside, the wind is... Okay, right, he pauses, mulling something over, then rises to his feet. "Let me just put on my slippers. I'm always cold in the mornings. I swear something's wrong with me. It's getting old." Your body heat retreats to your center until one day your feet are ice. He almost laughs but rubs his chin instead, then raises his arm as if to strike at something in front of him, and then the click, the lamp goes out, the room now swept with a violet stillness. From the shadow, his voice. "I'm glad you're here, little dog." I think that's the reading we'll do for today because we've lost more than 50% of our viewers. But in any case, um, let's see what did I miss. Pokhraj also has a giant tower of books known as the as an Elmira. I'm struggling to find a book rack, a bookshelf, and I think I'll get one this weekend because my books just are towered over this other study table, and they collapsed today, so it's a sight to watch. Sunsets can never be sinister. Sweet. I really wanted to read Dhanvantari, but it's just they were like, I mean, we kind of I don't understand where people disappear to. But I also wanted to recommend this book to you guys. Grief is the Thing with Feathers. I'm yet to read like I've read it, but in installments. And I recommend it to everyone who wants to face grief head on. But this is a beautiful, beautiful book, and I think most of you will like it. Someone was very excited, but I'm not sure if I want to read it because what I read in on Earth Where Briefly Got just made me a little sad. So I'm not sure if I want to read it now. I think to get a personalized book rack, I think you should talk to a local. I am actually considering that book, Raj. But yeah, another lovely book from China, Wild Swans. That's so sweet. Also, that reminds me of the books that I'm kind of interested in picking up. So this is the 11th read of the year for us at Chalchitra Book Club. But I am very excited about it because that means we've read 11 books. We would have read 11 books together, or like some books together this year. And in December, which is the 12th book, I actually have three, but because how many people are watching us? Okay, cool. I think we can reveal it now, right? I have three propositions. The first one is A Little Life, because I thought we'll end the year in tears. It was very sadist of me. The second one is the other two are female artists, and I discovered both of them quite recently. One is the wife of Leo Tolstoy, Sophia Tolstoy. Um, she was also a photographer. She bore him 13 kids, but she also wrote wonderful literature. And I just think it'll be a little scandalous if we pick her up, but I'm still not sure. So these are the two, and the third one is actually a little personal. Ocean Wong was talking about language, and I realized quite recently I come from Himachal, and my language is supposed to be Mandyali. And we also, I didn't know, I used to think it's dialect for the longest time. I don't know why I'm an idiot, and I think my parents think that as well. But we actually have a script, a friend of mine told me recently. It's called Tankri, and so it's actually a language, essentially a language. And I learned very recently of this author called Padma Sachdeva, who I think received a Sahitya Academy Award. I could be wrong in terms of Dogri poetry. So I thought perhaps I could introduce you to that side, but for that I'll have to figure out English translation of the same, and I'm not sure how that's going to come about. But these are the three proposals that I have, and because I haven't heard anyone talk of literature from Himachal, and that's a little self-indulgent. But I don't know. I wanted the December book to be a little more than personal. We've been doing October, November, December have been a little too. October and November so far have been a little too personal for a book a month, and I don't mind December to be one as well. And for the next year also, let's plan some great things in terms of reading for the next year. Let me know if you guys would like to have weekly Zoom call sessions for discussing what we're reading, etc., etc. And let me know. Okay. I am not sure why oh god, guys. I'm trying to be a dictator here. Oh, we could also do The Little Prince. It's very short. It's very tiny. I really wanted, yeah, I'm not sure if I mean, having picked up, I also realized this year that there was, um, I mean, yeah, let's, I'm not doing 52 books a year project, Anvesh. I'm so sorry. I mean, that started out very rudely, but I'm really like 52 books a year project is nice. It's encouraging as well. But for some people like me, it's also very, oh, 52. Will we even get there? It's like you set a number and then you're very it's a goal to have, and the aim of a book a month was not only to encourage reading, it was also to read together and also to somewhat read at the same pace. And I think like 12 books a year is at least doable. So I don't want us to be over ambitious. We can be over ambitious individually, but I think if as a community we are reading something together, we also must be mindful of how much the other people can read, right? So yeah, that's that. Alok Ranjana said the reason why he's being referred as a little dog is really beautiful. So this the reason why he's being referred to the little dog is here. It's right here. And it's sentences and the stories like this are the reason why it's taking me so much time to finish the book, because I keep on going back and rereading it. So he says, I have and had many names. Little Dog was what Lan called me. Lan is his grandmother. And what made a woman who named herself and her daughter after flowers call her grandson a dog? A woman who watches out for her own. That's who. As you know, in the village where Lan grew up, a child, often the smallest or the weakest of the flock, as I was named after the most despicable things: demon, ghost, pig, buffalo, um, monkey, bastard, little dog being the tender one. Because evil spirits roaming the land for healthy, beautiful children would hear the name of something hideous and ghastly being called in for supper and passed over the house, sparing the child. And then he says, to love something then is to name it after something so worthless it might be left untouched and alive. A name thin as air could also be a shield, a little dog shield. And this is wonderful. Okay, I just spit on my laptop. Oops. Shouldn't have said that out loud. These streams are becoming very but yeah. How to read autobiographies, biographies, because I literally get, hey Kushagra, I get bored in the middle of autobiographies as well, so I tend to stick to memoirs or memoirs, memoirs, to each his own. Memoirs, yeah, I think that one. Or diary entries. Diary entries are a little too intrusive, but that's all good, I think. Vaishnavi is like, yay, yes. We can speed read and finish the books, but at the start of the year, I remember Vaani said that it's better to actually read a book mindfully rather than just finishing the book just for the sake of it. True. Saurabh was like, this is what you read. I'm sorry, Saurabh. Um, I need some very interesting books or else I'll sleep. Rigved, like a few minutes ago, you said you can't even, like, it's okay. Come every Thursday to our stream. We'll read together, and hopefully, you would have finished decent amount. You would have done some decent reading by the end of this year. I'm not sure if you'll be able to finish a book though, because we always drop. We don't. We hardly ever finish a chapter also here. In India, people used to name their children with unattractive names so that God Yama won't get them. Hey, Anvesa, I did not know that. Thank you so much for telling me about it. do you have more details or stories about this as well? Um, Hi, Toilmer. I hope that's the correct pronunciation. Born a Crime by Trevor Noah. Yeah, I've heard about that one. Yet to come around that one. Um, hey, Harsh has also given a wonderful solution. Keep reading other books, mostly whatever you wish to actually, whatever you prefer reading. And in your case, as Harsh said, mostly fiction while reading a biography. Some people say that you really shouldn't leave any book in the middle of it. Kushag, I leave a lot of books. I'm guilty of leaving a lot of books. And it's sometimes it's not because that the book is not nice. It's just that I come across something that um, I relate to in the moment. Um, Sometimes I have been there where I've forced myself to read a book because everyone else was reading it. And when I read it, I somehow couldn't connect. So instead of pushing myself to read it, I just left it. Came back to it sometime later, 2 months, 2 weeks, 2 years, 5 years. And that's when I realized I liked it. And that's when I connected with it. Sometimes it's also your sensibilities. Like it took me the longest time to pick up Albert Camus, but once I did, I knew this was the right time, and this was when I could appreciate it. So it's absolutely okay to f- leave books. There are absolutely there are thousands of books in the world, and imagine being stuck on just one, and you won't even be able to realize how beautiful the others are. So there's that. Okay, Akash has commented something. Wait, I've watching your stream live for the first time and already blown away by the way you speak. Hey, thank you so much. Uh, Hi Saurabh. A book name which left lasting. There are quite a few books who have changed the way I see things, have had a lasting impression. And I think the books that I've been picking up most recently are the kind of books I wouldn't have picked up otherwise. Um, so there are quite a few. I mean, I'm reading Aga Shahid Ali these days. I speak a lot about it, and I'm awfully embarrassed by how much I speak about this. But Aga Shahid Ali and On Earth We Are Briefly Gorgeous, they are changing my idea of what writing should be like. And it's also validation in some sense. But there's Deborah Levy. She changed my life when I read her because that's when I understood what it is like to be a woman. What are the aspirations I should have? What should be my limitations, which is none. The answer is that easy. But there are quite a few. And if you were to go back, I mean, each book that you pick up changes something inside of you. But then, yeah, the biggest transformation that I've had is after reading Deborah Levy, I think. And the most relieved I felt was after Aga Shahid Ali. People need to leave books more. I read that and I just went down. I don't know who commented that. Trying to find Abhinav Pathak. People need to leave books more. Yes, you need to leave books more. You need to leave them on the first page. You need to leave them after reading the first line, and it's absolutely okay. Do not read the last page. It's still okay. Um, Started the Brothers Karamazov yesterday. All the best, Rohit. Um, when I come back to a book I had left, do I start from the start? Depends. Do I Depends what I feel like, to be honest. I mean, do I remember the story? Do I want to spend so much time again? And was there something that's why underlining things helps and making notes helps, right? You just go back, you read your notes, you see what you've underlined and check. Quick revision in under 15 minutes. Um, Hi Pranav, no, I haven't read White Nights. It's an amazing love story with some philosophy and psychology, of course. Thank you so much for your recommendation. I have noted it down along with Wild Swan, and I will try to pick this up soon. Dostoevsky. Okay. Let's not make weird noise as well. Chad, thank you so much. This is an awfully sweet comment. I finished The Lost Daughter today. Oh, I have that book and I haven't picked it up. I've had this book because someone gifted it to me and I never came around to picking it up because of the not so nice cover. But yeah, a fantastic book on maternal ambiguity. Netflix is making a movie on it. Sweet. If you like, I mean, Aditya, I wouldn't blame it so much on the author. I mean, sometimes, yeah, it could be the author, but sometimes it's also like it's not the right, I mean, time to read that book, perhaps. Rigved's like, yeah, you got your views. Like, yeah, look at us. We were struggling to stay afloat when we were reading, and now look, we have all the fair weathered friends. Oh, sweet. Uh, whenever I lost the comment now. I haven't read Dune at all. Dune at all. Not Dune. Dune at all. Hey, Samiksha says, please don't end the live. It's like having a chat with a friend. Haha. Hey, thank you, Samiksha. You should visit my live streams more often. Thursday, somewhere around 9:30 p.m. Um, Currently reading the Wheel of Time series for the first time and The Hobbit for I don't even remember how many times. Sweet, sweet. Hey, Deep, thank you so much. How do I choose translations? Well, if you go back to some of the initial streams that I did on the channel, I was like, choose the most recent translation, which is absolutely right because I think they tend to simplify and with more drafts, it's a better translation. But I think for now, I honestly have no idea. Go for the most recommended one, A, but B, this is what I did with what was the name of the guy? The Beidao. I'm sorry. Yeah, Beidao, the Chinese author. This is what I did. I came across a couple of translations. I picked up the one that spoke to me the best, the one that was the most flowy and lyrical in English. That's one. That's the one I picked up. The one that I liked the best. Just yeah, that's my experience from today. Have you all? Okay. Hey guys, please do like the stream. Thank you so much. How do I, sort of, this is a little too much. There's a philosophy quiz is happening here. How would I describe human life, my ideas and on existence? Um, um, wow. Okay. Okay. Is English my mother tongue? No. There's a lovely, that reminds me. We've picked up this book for the month of November. If you guys haven't bought it already, please do so. And someone said mother tongue, and there's a beautiful piece on mother tongue here by Ocean Wong, which made me a little sad because I was thinking of my mother tongue then. Um, what is it? It wasn't okay. Okay. As a girl, the Vietnamese I own is the one you gave me, and he's talking to his mother right now, and he says, the Vietnamese that I own is the one that you gave me, the one whose diction and syntax reach only the second grade level. As a girl, you watched from a banana grove your schoolhouse collapse after an American raid. At 5, you never stepped into a classroom again. Our mother tongue, then, is no mother at all but an orphan. Our Vietnamese, a time capsule, mark of where your education ended. Ashed. Ma. To speak in our mother tongue is to speak only partially in Vietnamese, but entirely in war. I'm low-key proud of myself for remembering it and referring to it. But yeah. Best Shakespeare book, On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous by Ocean Wong. The link is in the description, and that was pretty stupid of me to do. But so what is Vani reading now? Quite a few things that we discussed here today. And I also wanted to discuss a couple of more things with you, but I don't think we have the time for that. We only have 15 to 20 minutes left. And but we read quite a few Aga Shayad Ali last time we were here, and I wanted to share a couple more with you. I don't know if anyone is joining from the previous live stream, but I had said a friend of mine did a translation for one of the poems. He converted the English translation into Urdu, and I wanted to share that with you. And Vaishnavi, that's sweet. That's sweet. Please, please buy it. Also, when you do, and even if you don't, send us a selfie with your Kindle version. We would absolutely love it. All of you who are reading On Earth We Are Briefly Gorgeous, click a selfie and with the book and send it to us on Instagram, and we'll be posting it, a collage or something of the same carousel post or whatever. Our social media manager Akash Male deems fit. Akash might be in the comments. I hope if he's not, then okay. But like, let us know, Akash, what do you plan to do with these selfies? I have one movie recommendation too. Oh wait, what is this comment? Pranav. It's called Landscape in the Mist. God, thank you so much. Hey, ours Chandigarh meetup. Hey, Chandigarh Value, when do you want to meet? DM us on Instagram and we'd be right there. And you can also see this sweat patch over here. It's not a sweat patch, it's just oil. Oh god. Rigved, it's kind of offensive when you write in all caps because it feels like you're screaming at the other person. And I know you might not be screaming, but it just feels like you're screaming at the other person, and sometimes it just makes the other person anxious. Just telling you how the other person might feel. When I don't read, reading is boring. I watch movies. I don't read. I find that reading for me is boring. I instead prefer to watch movies. That would have been better. But I'm not going to school. This is very rude of me. I'm sorry. The Weekend. Wow, wonderful, Ash. Chandigarh meetup of Vaani's favorite song. Yes, how many of you guys would like to do that? As Shresh has commented, we would absolutely arrange for that. Yep. So this is by Aga Shahid Ali, Stationery. The moon did not become the sun, it just fell on the desert in great sheets, rems of silver handmade by you. The night is your cottage industry now. The day is your brisk emporium. The world is full of paper. Write to me. And my friend did an Urdu translation of this. This poem is by Aga Shahid Ali, and he did an Urdu translation, and now I'm begging him to translate the entire book for me. So he said, "Aaj mehtab aftab nahi bana. The moon did not become the sun. Bas bich sa gaya hai sehra par. It just fell on the desert. जैसे वर के चांदी तुम्हारे हाथों में पिसा हुआ. In great sheets, rems of silver handmade by you. ये शब तुम्हारा ही कारखाना है. The night is your cottage industry now. ये शहर तुम्हारी सरगर्म दुकान. The day is your brisk emporium. दुनिया में कागज ही कागज है. The world is full of paper. मुझे खत तो लिखो. Write to me. So just say it out in one go. आज महताब आफताब नहीं बना. बस बिछ सा गया सहरा पर. जैसे वर के चांदी तुम्हारे हाथों में पिसा हुआ. ये शब तुम्हारा ही कारखाना है. ये शहर तुम्हारी सरगर्म दुकान. दुनिया में कागज ही कागज हैं. मुझे खत तो लिखो. And yeah, sorry about the off pronunciation, but I absolutely loved the Urdu translation more than the original, which is by Aga Shahid Ali. Please don't hate me for this. Aga Shahid Ali is a blessing. And this reminds me of this blog post by Amitav Ghosh that again the same friend recommended me to read. It's called The Ghat of the Only World. And hey, someone in the book club had also shared it. So shout out to that person. And this is a whole, you can go on his website, and if someone is watching, it was so nice. I took a printout of the same for my collectibles collection. And I was saying something and I can't remember. Okay, yeah. If any of the moderators are watching, or if anyone, yeah, any of our moderators are watching, if you guys can share the link in the chat box, it'll be wonderful. It's Amitav Ghosh, The Cart of the Only World. It should be available on his blog. And he's written this about Aga Shahid Ali, and it's just absolutely wonderful. I had tears when I was reading this, and now I ordered a lot of Amitav Ghosh, which I'm going to read now because I absolutely love it. Uh, hey, Vaishnavi started reading Almond Eyes Lotus Sweet this Diwali. How are you like? How are you liking it, Daswa? Um, hey Deep, just read your comment. Pick up the book that we are reading for this month. On Earth We Are Briefly Gorgeous by Ocean Wong. You're going to absolutely love it. And do join me for the discussion stream as well. It would be absolutely beautiful. Okay. Saurabh recommended a book to Rigved, and Rigved is thanking him, I think. Anyway. Okay, Jibin is here. Jibin, please share the link to the Ghat of the Only World blog post by Amitav Ghosh. 12 minutes comment. Caps is a level 3 offense in Discord. Sweet. Um, I like it when people agree with me. Just like normal human behavior. Okay. Hey Shrijit, I do read the comments. I'm sorry. Sometimes I miss the comments. That's it, and I'm sorry about that. At Channa Mere. Okay, sweet. I got lost. Hey, Shantanu is here. Hi, Shantanu. What's up? I hope you're doing well. Hey, Shrish. My best friends from school, guys. Here to perhaps bully me once again and remind me of the trauma. Um, Almond eyes is so far interesting. See, Vaishnavi, I'll give you a trick. It might become a little boring here and there because some of the details are just very repetitive. But just pair it up with a fiction if you want to, because it's absolutely brilliant and it's a beautiful book about how women used to live from good households. And I think it's lovely. I mean, everyone should read this. But yeah. Just pair it up with some other book, because I think it might get a little boring after some time, and you might need to pair it up with something to keep yourself engaged and your mind engaged. Yeah, that's called I'm forgetting them. The Curious Case of the Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime. Yes, it has prime chapters and it's absolutely wonderful. There's Ocean for that. Oh, Ocean Wong. Whew. Anyways, this is another book, and it's The Whale Suit. It's a collection of poems by Aga Shahid Ali, and I wanted to. I did stationery for you guys, and even the Urdu translation after I got permission from my friend. Um, and I'm absolutely happy that you guys liked it. And I feel like saying it again, but okay, cool. And there is another one that I realized. Okay, no, let's not do that. I'll just quickly. um jump to the last part. What's your with your today's? Because I thought I'll just amp up what we wear for streams. Perhaps next time someone comes for the streams, you should tell them, oh, I mean, just like it's time to step up, right? Like I don't know. It's just because it was cold, to be honest. And how do you like it? It's an oversized um, blazer, and it's warm enough, and I like the cold. And now it's awkward. Favorite bookshop in Chandigarh? It has to be the English bookshop. But I recently discovered the secondhand book market in 24. I'm going to discover the book market in 15 this weekend. So I'm pretty excited for that. So 15, 24, the English bookshop, the Capital Bookshop. That's the Capital Bookshop. I'm not sure. I think I'm forgetting the name, but it's in the same line as the English bookshop, just like it's closed on Sundays. That's the only bad thing about it. I also like the Asia books. Anything in 17 is nice. 17 has a lot of bookshops. The only um the only good thing about the bookshop in 17 in the English bookshop is that everything is very well placed and it's easy to find stuff. It's very well what's the word for it? Um it's very well organized. So that's one thing about the English bookshops. That no other bookshop has. Hey Rajdeep, thank you so much. Have I read Meditation by Marcus Aurelius? Yeah, I think you should read it. It's a good book, and I think if you like nonfiction, you're gonna like it. Uh, have Chalchitra books been to folks been to? Yeah, I think there was a meetup sometime last month. I think. Uh, when do you stream? I saw we should turn on the notifications, and I usually stream on Thursdays at around 9:30 p.m. I mean, I aim for 9:30 ish. Thank you, Tolma. Are these weekend only markets or every day? I think they are every day. I think they're every day. I mean, I'm not sure. I only go to the bookshops and over the weekends. I'm not sure. Uh, hey, VK, absolutely wonderful. I love the recommendation of mouse. Oh. Okay. How old are you, CB? I mean, I have a few recommendations, but I would like to know. You should try reading Blankets. This was also recommended to me by Dhruv Sehgal, and it's absolutely recommended to all of us by Dhruv Sehgal, and it's absolutely wonderful. Mm. Hey, Shrijit. To be honest, I tried to recommend Rigved, who's disappeared now. On Earth, we're briefly gorgeous, but you should try that. I think that's. I mean, I'm absolutely smitten by the writing of Ocean Wong. So that's the only thing I've been recommended lately. But yeah, everyone, please like the stream. That would be absolutely wonderful. And this is the last book for the day today. We've covered quite a few books, haven't we? And I was supposed to end the stream a few minutes ago, but let's just do this one. And there's this book I found here. Okay. This is a very special. Um, okay. So this is one of the last ones, and I think it's a lovely way to end this. And I thought it'll be super dramatic if I end the live stream of today with this passage from the Prophet. And hey, Tanmay, take a wild guess. It would be absolutely wonderful if you guess it right. How do I get through reading slumps? I don't read at all. I give myself the time. I mean, had you asked me the same a few months ago, I would have been like, oh, I just read what I want to. But, or just I come back with, I pick up what interests me. But to be honest, like I had a reading slump and I just did not read at all anything. I watched the shittiest shows on planet Earth and I listened to some great music, shitty stuff to watch. But I came back around to reading it again. let it surprise you. Just keep on going back from time to time. Give yourself that sometimes your brain is just tired. But yeah. Uh, I hate how Rigved is only replying to Saurabh and not to me. But sweet. Mm. Rishi Raj. Hey, we've made two friends, it seems. But okay, cool. Good. That's a wonderful idea, Vaishnavi. Thank you. I'll try it. I'm not sure if you'd like. I mean, I don't know if I'll be able to make vlog, make a vlog, or it's. I get conscious. Hey, someone is reading Sylvia Plath's The Belja. Oh, absolutely wonderful. Hey, Satan is. I believe in Vaani Supreme. Oh, sweet, sweet. Nice thing to believe in. Uh, Kaushal, it's depressing. Yeah. Thank you, Saurabh. Uh, I am not sure, Rashid. But in any case, I think we should end the stream today. This is a beautiful. I don't really like to flaunt, but this is a wonderful, wonderful cover I have of The Prophet by Khalil Gibran. I'm just going to put it big because I'm not doing justice to it. Okay, can you guys see? I don't know if you guys can see. Okay, wait, this is the better one. It's so beautiful. And the writing is also wonderful. And then there are paintings also, and they're colored. Okay, the wrong painting came out. Wait, why are there weird things? They are beautiful paintings by Gibran, of course. Khalil Gibran. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I'm sorry. We only read. We don't read out loud, and that is what leads to such lovely pronunciations and self doubts. But before I leave, there is a passage. Tavishi said, how can one join the book club? Okay. If you become a gladiator or godfather, you can join our book club. And the way to become a gladiator or godfather is there is a link to sign up in the description box below. And that ways you can become a member of the book club. And yeah, mostly that. Hey, you should make a video about why you should read. I've genuinely thought about that a lot, but I just sometimes think that if someone were to show me a video on why I should watch good movies, good TV shows instead of wasting my life on weird things, I genuinely don't know if that'll move me because I honestly prefer reading to doing that. And to be honest, anything that gets you to consume art is a good enough thing, even if it's not reading, right? But if you have any pointers, reasoning, let me know. And that would be amazing. Okay. Hey, Akriti, this publisher is Hoignog, if I'm not wrong. Hoignog. That's how they're spelled. So if you'd like, this is the one. Okay, cool. So we're going to jump to the last passage and then we're going to leave. And then we're going to go and read our own books and come back on Instagram tomorrow and post a story about them and tag Chalchitra Talks. And if you'd like, even me. How can I join your channel? You can write to us on vaani@chalchitratalks.com or vaibhav@chalchitratalks.com. Which tier of YouTube members? Gladiators and Godfathers, the top two. There are 3 tiers and the top 2 are allowed in the book club. Bye, this was fun. We're still doing the last one. Okay, so cool. This is Quignog Collectibles. There are 16 colored paintings by Khalil Gibran on the inside. And I'm going to read a passage from Farewell, which is the final chapter. And he says, farewell to you and the youth I have spent with you. It was but yesterday we met in a dream. You have sung to me in my aloneness, and I, of your longings, have built a tower in the sky. But now our sleep has fled and our dream is over, and it is no longer dawn. The noontide is upon us, and our half waking has turned to fuller day, and we must part. If, in the twilight of memory, we should meet once more, we shall speak again together, and you shall sing to me a deeper song. And if our hands should meet in another dream, we shall build another tower in the sky. That's it. And before I go, there are two requests that I have. One, this is the book that we're reading for the month of November. On Earth, We Are Briefly Gorgeous. We'll be discussing it on the last Thursday of November. I have a couple of surprises for you planned. And also, please do join us if you're able to read. We'll be discussing it. I'm trying to figure out how we can discuss it in the best possible way. If you have suggestions, do write to me. And please join us, to read this book. I think it's absolutely wonderful, and everyone who'd like to discover new things that are beautiful, pick up this book on Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous. It will break something inside of you and heal it again. And I think it's one of the finest writings I've come across so far. And I am literally, I don't know how people say it, literally the way we say it now in 2021. I really want to invite Ocean Wong for a book a month discussion, or at least for a separate session for Chalchitra Talks. Do write to him, spam him on Instagram, because that's the only place I found him on. Spam him on Instagram, find his contact number, like not contact number, that'll be a little too private. Just spam him on Instagram, perhaps. And just request him to show up tag him in stories, actually. That'll be a nice thing. And request him to visit us and join us for a book a month discussion. That'll be amazing. And you guys will understand why I'm so excited, because On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous is a beautiful letter from a son to a mother who cannot read, and I think it's changing me for better. But thank you so much for joining me today, guys. And I'll just end the stream in a few minutes, and have a good night and wonderful evening ahead. Hope you guys go back and read. Pick up books and read. And if you guys are not interested in reading, pick up anything that makes you happy and watch it or listen to it. Have a good, wonderful evening. Do like the stream, share it with your friends so that more people come across it. And if you guys have any feedback, let us know. vaibhav@chalchitratalks.com, Vaani@chalchitratalks.com, Saurabh@chalchitratalks.com if you don't like Vaibhav and me. I like howsoever you want to throw it around. But have a good night, and I'll see you guys next Thursday at around 9:30 p.m. And yep, bye guys.